This channel and its videos are intended for general audience.
Hello everybody, Trackmaster Productions 2016 back again, and there are some key differences going on. One, on my face, I shaved my beard, not going to do that again. But, do you guys realise what this is? Yeah, the custom level crossing has finally made it to the layout. And I'm really happy, really happy. Got a full back sheet of plywood yesterday, put it on some legs, and yeah, we have the level crossing. So bloody excited. This is awesome. So yeah, it's here. It's finally installed on the layout. Well, not really installed, but it's on the layout. So all I have to do now is get a grass mat, put on this, and yeah, I'm really happy. I can't wait to test the engines on it and see how they run and stuff. Test the cars out and stuff. Yeah, this is exciting. I love it. I can't wait. Can't wait. So all I have to do now is when the roof gets on is put the 4x8, I guess, or maybe a 3x8 over on the other side, and we'll have Worldsworth Station. So yeah, I'm excited. This is crazy. So it's coming together. The row extension is finally coming together, and I couldn't be more happier. This year might have been a crappy year, but you know, it's had its ups and downs. You know, we got the suspension bridge earlier this year on a board and stuff like that. That's nearing completion of building and constructing, and now we've got this to work on. So I can't wait to get working on this, cracking on. So we're gonna go do it. And we're going to have some fun testing the cars finally on a circuit instead of just going here and then turning around and going there. So yeah, it's exciting. You may see some differences one day down the road, but yeah, we got it on. We got the level crossing on the layout, and it's kind of surreal that this thing has been sitting in the back room that I've been working on it for about a couple of years. Since 2017, and you know, and I only redesigned it, but the level crossing has been sitting in that back room since 2017. So that'll be what, 4 years, and you know, it's crazy. So let's get cracking. I'm gonna go do the camera work on it, and yeah, exciting. So there's the level crossing there. You know, we have the signal box there, which is nice, and we have a little goods station there, and then you know, you go across, and we have, I may use that as a catch point, that way runaway trains can go on here and then crash and derail, and it goes along here. I may extend this out, I may add 2 more straights in there, I don't know, maybe, I just don't know for sure. And then it goes over, and then we have to cross over Vickerstown station, the junction over there. We have a little house back there, which is nice, and we have a couple of things, the trees, we have the tunnel, which is not permanent, well, I'll use that as a track tunnel. So yeah, this is CROSBY station, you know, as seen in the Spotless Record and you know, some of those episodes, Best Dressed Engine. I tried to base it off that. So yeah, it was supposed to be Wellsworth level crossing, but I'm like, it looks more like CROSBY, so that's why I added that house there, and there'll be more stuff to come, you know, and stuff like that. So yeah, it's getting there. You know, it looks better. I actually kind of like the 3-track deal instead of the 2-track, what it used to be. That way you can have 3 trains running through the deal. So, and I guess Flynn's doing pretty well. I mean, he's making his rounds on the loop, not getting stuck on the crossing. Doing pretty good. Hasn't fallen off the edge of the board yet. I'm going to use that little stick there as a kind of barrier and screw that to the end of the board or glue it or something. Just that tricky bit there. So yeah, kind of nice. Very nice. So this is just, you know, again, a temporary measure. I'm gonna have to get a grass mat or something like that. Try to find something like this, that way it kind of matches. And part of me was thinking of cutting a area in here to put this inset into the board, but then I'm thinking, that's kind of stupid, because then I would have ruined the board, the 4x8, because I couldn't move this. It'd be permanently set in place. So I'm going to leave it like this. Yeah, there may be a couple hills, but that's okay. Land actually has hills and terrain differences and stuff like that. So I'm going to leave it exactly how it is, so that way it's not all flat and stuff. So yeah, I'm very, very excited. You know, I can't wait to get more trees, and I'm thinking about maybe putting something back there, whether it be like a little village or town or something, to kind of separate Vickerstown to the countryside, because basically this will all be somewhat countryside. So I don't want it to go from straight grey in Vickerstown station all the way up, bam, we're in the countryside. So I may try to put something there to kind of cascade it and kind of massage it into the countryside. So yeah, I like it. I definitely want to try to get some more signal things, like the one you see over there, right there, a little white thing that's standing by Bell, to get one of those, another one of those to put at the foot of the crossing. And another thing I was also thinking of over here is, you know, the bridge that goes over Wellswood Station, that little archway bridge, well, that road is going to go over that. So basically the roadway is going to go around here, go on the other board, go around, it'll loop around Wellswood and then come over the bridge and then back on the level crossing. So it'll be a gigantic L shape. So another thing I was thinking of doing is, in the episode Spotless Record, you know, there's a hill at the edge of the crossing. Now, it's probably not prototypical or anything like that to the show. It's probably they just did 2 separate shots. But it said in the episode there's a hill at the base of the crossing. And I've always wanted to do a hill again, not as steep as Gordon's Hill, kind of like what I've got over here at Vickerstown, but a more steep, less steeper gradient. I want it to kind of gradually grow. And I know Wellsworth Station will probably be about the same size, maybe half of this board. So right about here will probably be the Wellsworth Station. Then we go on a few bits, and then we have the little bridge, and then we'll have the rail bridge, as you guys can see back there. So it'll go the rail bridge, Wellsworth Station, maybe a little yard, and then the archway bridge that I'm going to have to custom make out of wood and stuff like that. So what I was thinking of, at the foot of that bridge and here, maybe doing a hill where it gradually goes up and it rises and cascades down. That way it'll be kind of cool and interesting to see the trains go up the hill and down the hill at the foot of the station and the foot of the crossing. That way I can kind of hide the roadway. It's not all following one big flat piece of land. That way the roadway can kind of curve and stuff like that behind the hill and maybe go into a small town with the tramway. I don't know. So that's another idea. Also another idea is what I've been showing on Twitter, the S-curve. I've always liked S-curves, but I don't know how good they are with longer trains. You know, I don't want them to get snagged in the S-curve and then they all derail, or I don't want any trains hitting each other on the corners as they go through the S-curve. So that's another thing I was thinking of. But I may try to do that. It may just be a simple little one S-curve, not a S-curve that goes like that. It'll have 3 loops instead of, no, it'll have 2 loops instead of 3, because that's basically a thing that I was thinking about doing. So yeah, it's you know, lots of ideas are bubbling in my head. It's just, you know, I have lots of ideas, and you know, I didn't realize how big this board would be, so there's a lot of room basically to mess about with stuff, you know, add stuff in. I may add a farm maybe, you know. I know over here has a farm in the series, so I may move that house back and then maybe have this whole area back here be like a little farmland with a field, and have Trevor or Terrence work into it, because I've always wanted to add a farm and maybe have Farmer McCall's farm or something along that line. Maybe because I know, and you know, it's not going to be 100% prototypical to the show. I know that, you know. I know that, you know, so it may be Farmer McCall's farm, you know, over here, or, you know, I may try to get another one of those windmills. That's another thing I was thinking of, getting another one of those windmills and putting it at the base of the crossing or something like that. I don't know. Just a lot of ideas are rolling around in my head. You know, it's going to be a long process, you know, to get this done, you know, and I enjoy this stage of the process. You know, the planning and thinking, and you know, letting it creatively flow. So yeah, it's going to be fun. I wish slot car tracks had switches, because that'd be cool if I had a switch here. If they even make, if AFX Tomy make a switch track, and that'd be cool if I could switch the cars and make them go into like a little parking garage or something like that. So yeah, it's crazy, you know. I can't wait to get the other board. Hopefully it'll fit. That's going to be another problem, is getting this to fit. I may have to lop off a bit, so as you can see from, sorry about the mess, from that board there, where the foam ends is where the board ends, or as you can see from there to there, it kind of sticks out. So I may have to extend that out a bit, or lop off a bit of this, or try to make it fit. Maybe when I get the board and that's another thing, maybe when I get the board, cut a little notch in it, that way this can mesh and marry up together. I haven't seen if this is level or not. It's not really level, so it kind of will be on a bit of a slope, but that's okay actually. So yeah, it's going to be crazy, you know. I can't wait. It's going to be lots of fun getting this ready. I also want to get another LED light like those there, and put it over here. That way you don't get these dark spots in the film, you know. As you can see, hang on a minute, see, as you can see right there, it's kind of dark, so that way this side will be lighted, because if I go over here, it's perfectly lighted. So I'll have to get another light over here to put on the layout, because this looks nice actually over here. I mean, this is probably my favorite spot right here on the other side. I do like this a lot, and I just can't believe it's coming together. Planning this since, you know, when I had 3,000 subscribers. I remember, you know, if you guys go back to that, the 3,000 subscribers, especially the layout stuff and all that, having the suspension bridge and level crossing in Wellsworth. You know, I've said in my videos, yeah, I'm going to have a lot of fun things, and it's happening. I'm in disbelief that this is happening right now. It's starting. It's happening. You know, all I have to do is get the one board over here, you know, the Wadsworth board, and it'll be theoretically done, you know, the extension. And then the fun part will be buying track. A tip from Mattel, if you're watching, make more straight tracks and make them more available. I mean, please. That's all I really beg of you. I can take your geared wheels, I'll take your weird curves, but please, give us a straight track pack, and for cheap, please. You know, a 12 pack of track. No, it doesn't have to be different sizes. It can all be the standard straight, and you know, just make sure it's grey and it's straight. I mean, please. That's the only gripe. That there's not much available track for the Trackmaster or the motorized or whatever you want to call it nowadays. You know, that's one thing I liked about the old Fisher-Price Trackmaster track. You know, the old classic Trackmaster. You could walk into any store and there's a track pack. It could have been a curved track pack, could have been a straight track pack. There were lots of straight track packs. Please, Mattel, you're on this idea of expanding the railway. Well, how in the world are you going to do that when there's no available cheap and cheerful track packs? I mean, honestly, you know, please, just make a couple track packs and release them. I mean, honestly, it's not that hard. Make it an 8-track pack, what you guys did back in 2017. But you couldn't find them because they were in Canada. So, yeah. That's my little rant. I'm just so giddy. I'm really, really giddy. You know, and I can do nighttime runs with the lighted signal box also. You know what? We're going to try that out right now. I want to see what this looks like in the dark. So I'm going to turn out all the lights, and we're going to see what this looks like in the dark. So we'll be right back. So here we go. Ow, just right to the table. Right, you guys can probably still see that. I can still see. Right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, look at that. That looks nice. I'm going to raise the garage door a bit, that way a little bit of light can come in. Oh dear, things are falling. Yeah, that looks nice. That looks really, really nice. So, and that's another thing I want to do too, is lighted destinations. You know, we have the lighted signal box, and I'm very, very happy. That looks nice. You know, it's just a couple of LEDs on a battery pack. I just take this battery pack and put that over there. So yeah, this is crazy. So, and the lighting range, you know, lights are pretty good. You know, it's just a thing of LEDs in there. You know, there's also a little signalman in there, as you guys can see, right there. So yeah, this looks nice. That's another thing I'm going to do with Wadsworth Station, is put some lights in there. That way on nighttime runs and stuff like that, I can have trains go through and have some fun. So yeah, you know, this is great. This is really, really great. I do like how this looks. I'm going to go on the other side of the table. Yeah, that really does look nice. Looks awesome. So I'm going to turn the lights back on. Turn those off. And we're going to resume daylight again. So here we go. It's morning time, or so there we go. I keep running into that box. My leg keeps catching that old Vickerstown Bridge. So, you know, I'm very, very happy with this. I can't wait to mess about with it. I may run some trains, I may not. I'll probably run some trains. Maybe run some cars on here too, to give it a little test. So I'm going to quit chattering, and we're going to get on to a probably pretty short run. You know, it's not going to be as long as my usual reviews, because I don't know how these cars and trains will act on here. And I don't want to deal with a lot of derailments today. And if I can figure out a formula on how to fix it and stuff like that to make them not derail, that'll be good. So let's get started with the run. So, thank you guys for watching this review and, I guess, modified track plan thing. I don't know. Don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll probably do a little run video sometime in the future. I've got to get all the cars' batteries, got to get all the engines' batteries and stuff like that, so I can't really run anything on there really just yet. Just testing out the cars on here. The two, you know, as you guys saw with Algae and Bulgy, testing them out, giving them a good run in, and Flynn as well. So don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, and tell me what you guys think of this, you know, new layout update. So and also don't forget to subscribe and hit the post notification bell down by the subscribe button to be notified of all new videos. And also thanks for watching. So bye bye.